Welcome to Letting Go University. It's the daily live stream releasing session. Today we're on A Course in Miracles Workbook, lesson 305. There is a peace that Christ bestows on us. Who wants peace? Come on, there's stuff to do in the world. The world is important. It matters. And it's not that it doesn't or does, it's just what's happening here. And this emotional charge, this dramatization of what's happening in the world. Who's my special person? What's going on with my money? How about this body? How's it looking? Is it attractive? Is it sick and suffering and painful? And we get so caught up in all of this world stuff through a perception that's not even true. I'm not even seeing what's really going on in the world because I'm believing what I'm seeing with my physical eyes, what I'm hearing with my ears, what I'm smelling, what I'm touching. I'm believing on all. And I'm missing the source of all. I'm getting caught up with surface appearances, projections from what I'm holding in mind, and I'm making a really big deal about that. Who wants peace? Peace is boring. Just going to be feeling lovely all the time. Nothing happening. But that's a misunderstanding of the joy of that peace and that love that's available. As you go through these lessons, as you're letting go, you're going to experience more and more of this peace, your beingness, more and more of what love actually is, not human conceptions of love, which have to do with attachment, possession, and control, but freedom, oneness. And that experience just makes everything else not matter so much. And yet you'll still be likely, some people leave, but likely you'll still be in the world and you'll be witnessing as the Christ moves through you, as you, what happens as the world becomes transformed through your forgiveness, through your letting go of negativity, through your releasing all these ego beliefs and programs. And what it says here in the lesson is, who but uses Christ's vision finds a peace so deep and quiet, undisturbable, and wholly changeless that the world contains no counterpart. Comparisons are still before this peace, and all the world departs in silence as this peace envelops it and gently carries it to truth, no more to be the home of fear, for love has come and healed the world by giving it Christ's peace. Just with a little release, just with a little letting go, just with a little forgiveness, you'll see big shifts in the world. And as you come to let go absolutely, to forgive everything and everyone, including yourself, you'll start to touch on this undisturbable, wholly changeless peace so deep that comes with the Christ vision, the Christ presence, which is always here. We just ignore it. We're just distracted. So today we're going to do a little bit of letting go on some of these disturbances to our peace to come to the undisturbable and wholly changeless peace in Christ. Let's begin. There is a peace that Christ bestows on us. There is a peace that Christ bestows on us. And help us today, but to accept your gift and judge it not, for it has come to save us from our judgment on ourselves. On the frequencies of guilt and shame, we become obsessed with the ego, the body, what it's doing. And that is highly irrelevant to what you are. So we judge ourselves, we think ourselves is this body and what it's doing. It's not. So can you just notice this judgment on what you've been thinking of as yourself? The body and what it's doing and what it's thinking, or the mind and what it's thinking. Neither of these are you. Or can you notice the judgment oftentimes criticism and attack, making wrong of, whatever the small self, the ego, is doing. And we ask for Christ's vision to replace the vision we've been using and believing. And could you allow up any feeling, any disturbance, anything other than love for the small self, the ego? And could you just allow that up? Could you welcome this feeling? Fighting it claims it's real and has power over you. Could you open up and let this feeling come up? Behind all the judgments of whatever the small self seems to be doing. The body, the relationships, the finances, all that stuff so commonly concerned. And could you allow this feeling to release into the Christ vision? Just turning it over to the Christ vision, allowing this feeling to go and be replaced with the love of God, the love of Christ. And as it's replaced, you deliver the Christ vision and love to the world. You are its salvation. And just letting any more of this energy behind the judgments, the criticisms, the attack on the small self, just letting this feeling run, continually turning it over to the Christ vision, the Christ love, even for the small self. Love doesn't leave anything out. Actual love. We're not talking human love. We're talking about divine love, all inclusive. The love of all creation. The love of source. And this energy other than that, could you just turn it over? Let it up. Let this feeling up. And turn it over to that divine love presence, the Christ. Could you let go of the lower frequency, the lower attractor pattern, and experience the Christ vision for you as yours? There is a peace that Christ bestows upon us. There is a peace that Christ bestows on us. There is a peace. That peace is always available. Could you allow up anything other than that? Maybe looking at yourself, what you've thought of as yourself, any attacks, any guilt, shame, fear, desire. Could you allow that up in the context of the field of the love of God? Just letting this feeling up. Anything other than God's love, it's not real. Could you just let that feeling come up without trying to modify it, change it, talk your way out of it? Could you just allow that energy to come up and dissolve in the presence of Christ's vision? Allowing the feeling, experiencing the feeling, choosing to go through the feeling instead of running from it, claiming it can catch you, do something to you. You just go right into that feeling that's other than love and surrender it to the Christ vision. Just turning it over, turning it over, turning it over. experiencing the feeling, just a feeling, nothing to modify, nothing to change, nothing you even have to do. Could you just surrender this feeling to the Christ, to God's love, ever present, just turning it over. This feeling will run out. Love is eternal. Could you let this transitory feeling just come up, turning it over? Letting it go. As you come more and more to this peace so deep and quiet and undisturbable and wholly changeless, that comes to you when you use the Christ vision instead of the ego's. As you let go of this feeling, the ego's glasses. And just surrendering the changeable, the changing, to the changeless, eternal Christ. Turning it over. There is a peace that Christ bestows on us, which means it's already been bestowed. Eternal. It's already there. And as you experience the transitory feelings of an earth realm experience, before you discover the realm of heaven ever present and real, could you just allow what is changing to come up and turn it over to the changeless, the eternal peace of Christ? Well done releasing, and have the best day.